about this trip is awesome. I can't believe how gorgeous this country is. Certainly the town squares, how they were able to rebuild all of these cities after the war. It's fantastic. I mean, I just can't even describe it anymore. Just tremendous.
All the cities we are visiting, they have something new, something different to show. And the more you see, the more you understand Poland.
It's such an old country, and so there's so many things that you can see dated back from the Middle Ages, and yet there's things that are brand new. It just was an interesting contrast.
We've got to experience the culture.
Welcome to Warsaw.
I would do it again if I could.
Poland is almost an unknown treasure that everyone should visit.
I know when I said I was going to Poland, some people kind of looked at me like, why would you go to Poland? And people have to come here to just learn this rich history and see the beautiful country that it is.
Our tour begins in Warsaw, Poland's vibrant and beautifully restored capital city. From there, we'll visit the massive Malbork Castle before staying in the picturesque port city of Gdansk. We continue in the medieval city of Torun, birthplace of astronomer Nicholas Copernicus, and then Poznan, where Poland was born in the 10th century. Next, we stay in Wrocław, known as the Venice of Poland. We continue to Częstochowa, where we see the revered Black Madonna painting. Then a solemn visit to the Auschwitz concentration camp museum, before we conclude our journey in Krakow, the medieval jewel of Poland and former residence of Polish kings.
Visiting Warsaw, you will know that Polish people never are giving up. And they rebuild the city from nothing, from the tons of rubble.
Warsaw was a wonderful place to visit, a great experience.
It's a beautiful big city, beautiful old town.
The Vilno Palace was so large that it kind of was deceiving from the outside until when we got in there.
They call it the Polish Versailles.
The concert was brilliant. It brought joy to my heart. The pianist was enthralling. Her fingers moved like no one I've ever seen. She just transmitted the feeling of what we believed Chopin had intended.
Malbork Castle was amazing, just the sheer size of it.
You have to see the biggest heap of bricks in the world, Malbork Castle.
Going down to the shipyard in Gdansk to see where Lech Walesa actually inspired the Solidarity movement was very moving.
The domino effect started from here, ending up with the collapse of Berlin Wall. But that's not only this. Gdansk is an exceptional city. As you can see, it is a jewel. You have to see it. So I invite you.
Torun, being the birthplace of Copernicus, we were walking on the same ground where this man was born.
The second famous thing from Torun is gingerbread that has been produced here since the Middle Ages. It's also a very well preserved, almost 800-year-old city.
Well, I think I like Poznan the best. Poznan was such a beautiful little city, and it was just a nice, quaint place to be.
The beginnings of Poland actually took place here, with history dating back to the 10th century.
Wrocław is a very beautiful and a very historic place.
We were fascinated by all the gnomes that they've hidden throughout the city.
People love to hunt for them.
Something that left a great impression we did today. Auschwitz, of course.
It's history that I think everyone needs to see, so history doesn't repeat itself.
For me, it was incredibly emotional because my father was a survivor of Auschwitz. So it was very powerful for me.
And then you come to Kraków. It's an old town, but so vibrant, it's so lively. The heart of Poland is beating in this city.
I really liked Krakow. I couldn't believe the beauty of this place. The old buildings and the beautiful river.
Going to Oskar Schindler's factory was also very moving.
We had the chance to go to a folklore dinner in Krakow, and the food was amazing, plentiful, way more than we could eat. And I danced quite a bit as well. It was like a wedding.
The Velichka salt mines were just fascinating to think that these guys did this 700, 800 years ago, and it was worth the trip alone.
Oh, the Polish food is delicious. I ate kielbasa, I ate pierogies, I ate stuffed cabbage.
It was as good as my mother's food.
And hey, I've been introduced to the vodka also, so.
Gate1 is more of the world for less. It is true. As far as how do I like Gate1, I think 8 times says it all.
And believe me, I'm a researcher. I look in other companies and I do comparisons. Gate1 is tremendous value for money.
We've been able to travel with Gate1 for 13 different trips throughout the last 10 years, and I've seen an uptick in the quality of hotels that we've been staying in. The number of meals included have increased. We now receive wine or beer with our dinners, which is something that didn't happen in the very beginning.
Gate1 gives such good value for money that you really can't do much better.
Bogdan and the other guides were totally knowledgeable, and it was just amazing to see and learn all the history.
They get us into places that you would never get to if you tried to book it yourself.
It's been fun traveling with other people. We develop a camaraderie and you learn about each other.
We've met people from across the United States, Canada, Australia. It's just been a great experience.
I absolutely would recommend Poland as a destination. I think it is surprisingly underrated. And I think Gate1 does a terrific job of showing it to you.
You've been everywhere, you haven't been to Poland. Come to Poland.
I promise you, it will be a great experience. Welcome to Poland with Gate1.